Welcome to this channel. For those who are here for the first time, let me explain how my numerology works. I can say it's gematria, but then again, what is gematria? So I'm going to have to look it up and see what the mainstream think about gematria. What is gematria? So I look
Here's the definition of gematria. A Kabbalistic method of interpreting the Hebrew scriptures by computing the numerical value of words based on those of their constituent letters.
Okay, so you heard what gematria is through the computer. Another thing I want to show you about gematria is what they just brought to my light. Whoop. In Christianity and numerology, the 888 represents Jesus, or something more specifically, Christ the Redeemer. This representation may be justified either through gematria by counting the letters of the Greek translation of Jesus' name, or an opposing value of 666. Now, where does the opposing value come from? For me, the opposing value of 6 is 5 and 1 6, 2 and 6 8, to where we have 4 and 4 8, to where we have 3 and 3 6. So it's not random. It's not random at all, to where we have 3 and 5 8, to where we have 4 and 2 6. It just so happens that these letters spell Fox, and it seems like what looks like Fox headquarters, 666888. The 6th letter, the 15th letter, the 24th letter, the 8th letter, the 17th letter, the 26th letter. Where do we find 8? We randomly find 8 over here. So I compare it and I use it against what is games. Now, where do I get that? I get it over here. There's 1 in the center to 8 around. This is a solid form. This is in parts. There are 26 cubes plus 1 in the center that controls everything. The 1 in the center is directly connected to these cubes over here, all 6 of them. There are 6 of them. Each one, if it would be, would have 6 sides. So 6 sides by 6 is 36. And on each cube, since there are 6 of them, there are 54 dots, like you see. There are 21 dots, and there are 33 voided spaces. So that's what we have here, 54. So we have 54 times 26 equals 1404, 1440 minutes in a day. 54 times 26 equals 1404. There are 21 dots times 26, and there are 33 voided spaces times 26. In the voided spaces, okay, there are 3 and 30 equaling the 33 spaces. In the 21 dots, there is 3 and 18 equaling to the 21 dots. So I break it up that way. Why do I say that? Is because here is 1 in the center to 4 on the outside. Here is none in the center. So there's 1 in the center that's not there. There's 1 in the center that is not there, and there's 1 in the center that is not there. So there's 3 not there in the center, and there are 3 that are there in the center. So when I go 33 by 26, it equals to 858. When I go 21 by 26, it equals to 546. 21 times 26 equals 546. And that's the total of 1404. But now I'm going to do it over here. Okay? There are 3 cubes. Okay? 3 cubes. I just have to see if I got this right. 3 and 33, 3 and 33. Okay, so for there's 26 cubes, sorry. There's 26 cubes times 30 equals to 780. And then there's 26 cubes times 3 equals to 78. To where there's 26 cubes times 3 equaling to 78. And there's 26 cubes by 18. Did I get that right? 26 by 18 equals to 468. It just so happens that 234 is the healing vibration 432 of the planet, or 1440 minutes, or 144 by 3. 18 by 18 is, if I remember correctly, is 324. And if we divide this in half, it becomes 162. 1 and 1, 2. 6 and 6, 12. 1 and 2, 3. 2 and 2, 4. It just so happens that 2160 is the diameter of the moon. When we add up each one of these, 7 and 8 is 15, 1 and 5 is 6, 7 and 8 is 15, 1 and 5 is 6, and so forth. And this one is 18, equaling to 9, 6, 9, 6 in rotation. Now we also do the mathematics over here. So what I try to do is find formation between the numbers to better understand the numbers, to better understand the words, to see the divisions inside the words. I also use Rubik's Cube. I use the calculator, I use the dice cube, I use the telephone, I use sports, hockey, baseball, football, soccer, Canadian football, American football, I use darts, I use the game of pool, I use bowling, anything and everything that exists on this entire planet, I use it. Every word, every dot, every decimal, every shape, I use it. Because in everything, it tells something, and it helps to align the better understanding of every single word. I know the high and low of a dice cube. If I have one dice cube, 3.5 is the center to what is 1, 2, 3, and what is 5, 6, and you don't have 7, but the inside is 3.5, so you have 4, 5, and 6 to one side, 1, 2, and 3 to the other side. We have a voided space in the center. If I use 2 cubes, okay, the total is 12. The center to 2 cubes connects at 66, and 3.5 and 3.5 to the center of each cube is 7. If I use 3 cubes, the low side of 3 cubes is 3, because the minimum is a 1 dot. The high side is 666, that makes 18. The total for 3 cubes is 21. The total for 2 cubes is 2 and 12. Equaling to 14. Did I get that right? 666 is 18. 6 and 6 is 12. Let me mark that down. 1 and 1 equals to 2. 6 and 6 equals to 12. The total is 14. On the 3 cubes, it's 1 and 1 and 1 equals to 3. 6 and 6 and 6 equals to 18. So that 18 high. So we have on 3 cubes, it'll be 21. On 2 cubes, it'll be 14. What do I mean? I mean the high and the low. Using 2 cubes is 1 and 1. And when you use 1 cube, it'll be 1 and 6. So it'll be 1 and 6. Then it'll be 3 and 18. Then it'll be 3 and 18. And then it's going to be 2 and 14. It just so happens, hopefully the camera doesn't